quiet sound you hear, Rob, is the sound of Halloween leaving.
The crackling of leaves as they usher out the door.
The rattling of bones. The rolling of pumpkins.
The arrival of turkeys.
Yeah.
Pilgrims in spades.
Yes, out with the pumpkins and in with the fucking fancy buckle shoes.
The
buckle hats.
Buckle hats.
Buckle everything. Pilgrims just buckled the fuck out of their life.
Yeah.
That's how they rolled. They killed indigenous peoples when they weren't feasting on their generosity.
Yeah.
And they buckled the fuck out of you.
They were like the original Image characters, just buckles.
Totally. Rob Liefeld absolutely designed
buckles.
the Pilgrims in some weird time warp.
They probably had ankle armor. We just don't know about it. And weird shoulder pads.
Oh, totes.
Cool swords.
No one ever, they got steampunk and all this like Gotham by Gaslight and other cool shit. Where's all my fucking pilgrim love?
Yeah.
My pilgrim heroes, my pilgrim porn.
Yeah, alternate
I want
pilgrims,
alternate pilgrim reality.
I don't think I want pilgrim porn.
Pilgrim porn?
I mean, I'm talking across the board. Like, I want pilgrim Spanish melodramas. I want
I'll do that.
Like every form of entertainment.
A pilgrim novella?
Why not?
That'd be nice. Pilgrim MMA fighting.
Oh,
yeah, that'd be fucking sweet.
Oh, the musket and the dusket.
Coming to Madison Square
Nothing
Garden.
rhymes with musket.
That's not like a boxing match.
Yeah, there's it's the equivalent, sort
Yeah,
of.
I mean,
it's MMA.
Yeah, but it's like two muskets crossed.
Oh,
and it's
yeah,
just these two
definitely.
mean-looking pilgrims.
Oh, mutton chops, big hats.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, my
Anyway,
God.
we all are going to miss Halloween. We love Halloween. But as a fat bastard, I must say, I really don't mind the follow-up of Thanksgiving.
Well, food.
The food. The food and the friends and the drinking and the friends and the food and the drinking and the friends.
And the food.
I'm not
Thanksgiving.
big. I'm not big into
8
Thanksgiving.
pounds of sausage
so that's just
stuffing,
me.
all for me, because nobody eats it.
Oh, it's so good.
Some people eat it, but I make so much stuffing.
Your stuffing's excellent.
I
I've
end
had
up
it.
eating like
It's really good.
a third of your stuffing every year. It's so
well,
good.
I make one gigantic of the sausage and one regular, and I usually take home at least a whole one.
It's
all together.
I'm always looking forward to it. The day actually somebody comes to your family's house on Thanksgiving and eats most of your sausage stuffing. If you excuse me, I'm already salivating here.
I know, right?
I
Me
will
too.
be in mourning. It's so good. He makes a fine sausage.
Well,
stuffing.
Halloween is the end of the year for me, and I have to hibernate now until the spring arrives.
Well, why? Because you're an Easter fan, or just
No,
because the
I
warm
don't.
weather
I don't
brings you
like
out?
Easter either. I'm just very anti everything past Halloween until like the summer.
Obviously, we're not going to
until
bring up
Halloween
Christmas.
again.
Yeah. No,
All right, so yeah, it's over, and we had a fun paranormal romp.
We did.
And I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But now we're going to get back to our roots.
back
our
to
calling.
Yeah, back
Real
to the old
creatures
the old
that
crypto,
definitely exist.
the old cryptozoology. And actually, this episode's been requested quite a few times. But before we get started, welcome to the Cryptonaut Podcast. I am Mark Storrs, and with me, as always, is
Chris Gonzalez.
and
Excuse me, Rob Morphy.
back to our cryptozoology roots. This week, we're talking about the Murphysboro Mud Monster.
A classic again of 70s crazy monster mania.
All right, well, let's get started with, during the summer of 1973, the town of Murphysboro, Illinois, became the epicenter of one of the most infamous cases of monster mania on record when terrified locals reported a series of extraordinary encounters with a huge, hairy, mud-slathered monstrosity, which tormented the citizens of this small community for near 2 weeks before its reign of terror abruptly ended, resulting in one of the strangest and in some ways most frightening cases in the history of cryptozoology.
How can you live up to
Wow.
that hype?
It's a lot. I mean, that's a huge intro that I'm going to have a fun time editing for Twitter, but you know what? I'm excited.
Yeah, and you did a very good job reading it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I nailed
not
it,
bad,
actually.
not bad.
You know,
You did.
yeah, because I'm in mourning from Halloween, but that's fine. live in my pain.
You know
That's
what?
okay.
We're gonna drink our way through it. We're gonna hug our way through it.
No,
We're
because
gonna-
my
we're gonna
year's
make it.
over until the summer. I'm shutting down emotionally and spiritually and physically. I'm done.
Can you be here for us?
for
Just while
you
we're,
guys,
while
of
we're
course.
at the
I'm
table.
always,
Okay,
I'm
well-
always here for you guys, but not my wife and kids. That's how I
So
roll.
that's fair. I
That's
mean,
what
no
I
one
do.
was
Oh my
asking you to
God.
be like
Yeah.
way out there.
No.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
Rein it
you
in a little.
hide in Skyrim.
No, actually, we'll get into video games next episode, but there's a new game that's coming out
Oh, okay.
tomorrow.
Big Muddy.
All right.
Skyrim.
I wish. I'm not.
The sky.
I'm having a real bad Bethesda week. Okay, they fucked up 76. I'm super pissed about it. Anyway, we'll talk about this later.
All right.
I'm fucking super pissed, and someone hit my fucking truck. Robert, let's talk about the fucking Murphysboro Mud Monster.
The Big Muddy River is a winding 156-mile-long mud-bottom river that cuts a swath through southern Illinois before merging with the mighty Mississippi in Jackson County, just south of Grand Tower Island. So, if you know southern Illinois, that meant a lot to you. If you don't, thank you, Google Maps.
We don't. Yeah. You know this. We
right
have
on.
troubles past Pennsylvania.
Renowned by anglers looking to land bluegill, catfish, bullhead, and many breeds of bass, legend has it that the river was once a conduit for a much larger and much more dangerous animal.
Oh, the dangers of the river.
It's a dangerous river. It's a muddy river.
Is this a song?
It's actually called the Big Muddy River. It is filthy.
There's a bunch of mud.
Ton. Yeah, it's all silt and mayhem.
Gross.
The first known encounter with this beast, which would come to be known as the Murphysboro Mud Monster, or, of course, the Big Muddy Monster, occurred at approximately midnight on June 25th, 1973. The eyewitnesses were a young couple, Randy Needham and Judy Johnson, who were parked by a desolate boat ramp surrounded by woods at the foot of 23rd Street in Riverside Park, which overlooked the murky waters of the Big Muddy River. In classic Montague versus Capulet fashion, Judy's father had expressly forbidden his daughter from dating Randy, which is why the pair chose such an isolated location for their illicit rendezvous. It would be a decision which they would soon come to regret.
Oh, is this like their version of like Bull Point?
Oh, totally.
Is they're going there to do math homework, right?
This is like every classic.
Study.
Yeah, study it up.
Study.
Algebraic.
Yeah.
Yep. No, this is like every either 50s drive-in film or every urban, or I guess not even urban legend, suburban, rural legend where
Dude,
it starts on a lover's lane.
Yeah.
Couple are necking.
Yeah.
Shit goes haywire.
There you go.
That's how it works.
That's why I leave the necking alone.
The couple claimed that they were listening to the radio, debating about when they should leave, and presumably doing what couples are wont to do, when they were both startled by an ear-piercing roar, which Needham compared to an eagle shrieking into a microphone.
That's a real fucking specific noise.
That's a really offensive yet very specific noise.
Like, remember that time that we heard that eagle shrieking to a microphone at a Ted Nugent concert?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe? Like, I mean,
you won't forget it.
73, so no, I don't know if that would be Ted Nugent. I don't know if that would be Nuge.
It might be pre-Nuge.
Pre-Nuge. But you know that time that the band brought the eagle out and it shrieked into the microphone like that.
Judy had a slightly different take.
Oh.
Judy claimed it sounded more like a screeching eagle combined with an elephant's roar. So...
Oh, whoa, okay.
So a trumpeting elephant and an eagle.
And eagle.
Randy dropped the elephant. It's just
into a microphone.
Pumping it right into the fucking amps.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going direct.
Either way, the blood-curdling sound seemed to emanate from the thick underbrush not far from Randy's car. He quickly snapped off the radio and scanned the area, listening intently. Suddenly, another horrific shriek echoed through the night. Randy noticed a rattling of the brush in front of them and flicked on the headlights. Judy gasped as they both saw and smelled a huge, foul-scented creature lumbering toward them. A creature whose very existence would test the limits of their imagination.
So as soon as you see it, you smell it?
Yeah, like dank.
This gross, like this covered in sludge and nasty shit.
Its appearance, which is very distinctive, and we're going to get to that soon, is matched by just how prolifically stankful this thing was.
Okay, well, I mean, some cryptids fucking stink, man. They're
they're
wild animals. What are you going to do?
And fucking apparently mud monsters.
Yeah. Sheep squash don't smell like roses.
No, they do not. Randy wasted no time in cranking the key in the ignition and accelerating away from the scene. As the pair entered more civilized territory, they drove in stunned silence for a few minutes before discussing whether or not they should report their sighting to the police. Judy knew full well that once they made an official report, it would reveal their secret romance. But she decided that the trouble she was bound to get into would be nothing compared to what damage that monster might be capable of, or the lives that might be endangered because they'd been too afraid to go to the authorities. It was at that moment that the selfless duo determined to make a beeline for the Murphysboro police station.
I mean, good on them for being like, hey, our love is our love, and it is our love.
And it's our private secret love that my dad hates.
That he cannot know about our private secret love of loves. But maybe we ought to tell people in case that way they don't get fucking attacked by this big shit-smelling monster.
They want to love their love, and they don't want their love to be fucked up by this smelly jerk.
They can't enjoy their love.
Of their own love.
Of their own love.
Yeah, if the other two lovers were decimated by said monster.
Because of their own love.
Because
of their love.
If this love could be
needed
destroyed.
to keep their love secret.
By their own love.
It would corrupt the love they had, and no one would have love. Because two would be dead, and two would be unable to love each other because of guilt.
Yeah, and then there's no touching or necking in that part ever again.
Guilt kills the boners.
Yeah.
Well... No, it don't. No, it don't. Don't lie, it don't.
I've never been aroused by feeling terribly guilty about something.
You're fine.
Yeah,
it's
you know
tough. You get over things.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We'll go to therapy later, buddy. Christy.
I don't think I want to hear your theory on boner recovery.
The still breathless couple rushed into the station. Former patrolman, now retired Murphysboro Police Chief Ron Manwaring, made an effort to calm the duo down and tried to get them to explain what happened. Randy and Judy made out what is known as an unknown creature report. I know.
Really?
That's the books of the police?
I guess that's what you do when it's a creature and it's unknown.
That's an option.
Unknown. And you saw unknown creature.
Was it a squirrel?
Unknown creature.
Raccoon? No. Here's the report.
Please file this under unknown creature.
Describing an animal that looked like an oversized gorilla, nearly 8 feet tall with matted, mud-streaked white hair. Manwaring felt that the couple's account was lent credibility due to the fact that they risked exposing their alleged indiscretions, which would no doubt bring them not only public ridicule, but perhaps more alarmingly, Judy's father's wrath. Claiming there was no advantage for them to come and report this. While the officers who took down the couple's statement were understandably skeptical about the event, they dutifully sent out 2 officers to investigate the report. Within minutes, Officer Merrill Lindsay and Jimmy Nash had returned to the boat ramp in the Riverside Park area to inspect the scene. Officer Nash was the first to discover a plethora of peculiar tracks approximately 10 to 12 inches long and about 3 inches wide, deeply impressed in the mud. That is just a weird thing. 10 to 12 long, but only 3 inches wide.
Yeah, that's like a fucking like a
bird.
Like a or like a I guess it would be like a bird footprint. That's weird.
There's photographs.
And they're stupid long and real thin?
Yeah.
That's weird.
But they don't spread?
There's no like toes?
Yeah, what do you mean? Like, how does that?
No, they're just sort of in the mud.
Okay, weird.
Just
all right.
splooped.
It's got really weird ankles, I guess.
It's more like a kangaroo, right? They
have long,
but they don't have super spread out.
Yeah, but
not
their
really.
toes are pretty broad.
Yeah, but not super spread out.
I was thinking like a giraffe, maybe, but they have
what?
They have
hooves.
They have hooves, yeah. So it wouldn't look like that. Yeah.
The long, thin feet of the giraffe. What zoo did you go to?
Oh my God, biology. Biology.
Look, you guys know that I don't know a lot of things about a lot of stuff. Okay, all right,
fair enough,
and especially animals. But this does sound like you said a bird.
It does.
Kind of. Try to save myself here.
It's odd.
It ain't a goddamn duck, I'll tell you that right now.
But they're in the mud by the riverbank.
Weird.
Nash claimed that as he bent over to inspect the prints, he was shocked to hear a horrifyingly shrill screech nearby. The officer, who admitted that he initially thought the story might be little more than hogwash, described the hideous sound as the most incredible shriek I've ever heard. It was in those bushes. It was no bobcat or screech owl. We hightailed it out of there.
Oh, screech owl. That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Well, they screech.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true. It's an apt description. In the frenzy of the moment, Officer Lindsay dropped his firearm, according to Nash. We ran. I don't mind saying it. We plain ran. My partner lost his revolver and had to go back the next day to find it. Now, when a policeman drops his gun and runs, you know he's scared.
Officer fucking
try to
drops
live
a lot.
that down.
Jesus
or just incompetent.
Merrill was getting rafts of shit from that moment on.
He should.
Yeah. When you drop your gun, yeah, man, what the fuck?
I mean, but if you hear the fucking the Nugent eagle shrieking into the fucking microphone a few feet away in the bushes, you're going to get startled sometimes.
Grab onto that shit. You're a trained officer. Man. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
You shouldn't be dropping your firearm.
No, like I said, Officer fucking Butterfingers over here, fucking dropping the gun.
I'm just trying to give the man a little slack. If you guys want to be dicks about it, that's okay.
Oh, so now we're the problem. Wow.
I didn't say it, but if that's how you identify it,
wow. Fine.
Go on.
Chris and I, the problem over here, will be judging his lack of fucking firearm stability. Yeah, as I said it.
Let me continue. Officers Nash and Lindsay quickly went back to the station to report their findings and losings and gather up more men for the search party. The officers later estimated that whatever had made the sharp cry had been no more than 300 feet away from them at the time. Approximately 2 hours later, at 2 a.m. on the 26th of June, Nash and Lindsay returned to the scene accompanied by Officer Bob Scott and the original eyewitness, Randy Needham. Got to give him points for balls.
Okay. Yeah, he's going back. Mm-hmm. He's not going to drop his gun.
The quartet swiftly discovered another spate of tracks near the river. As Lindsay ran back to the patrol car to retrieve a camera, the remainder of the group intrepidly, though one imagines cautiously, followed the prints along the mud-slicked bank. Without warning, the stillness of the black night was shattered by the same horrible, unearthly scream that Randy and Nash had heard earlier. Fear rapidly usurped curiosity as the trio of men summarily abandoned their search and raced back for the safety of the patrol car.
Everyone just hightailing it out of there.
Man, those cops are quick to run.
They are. I mean, you're a cop, you're armed. Everyone's armed.
Yeah, but it's a screechy... I mean, really?
Like, that's... And it was described already as like 8 feet tall.
But
and they say, like 350, 400 pounds, that's going to be a reoccurring theme. But I think people really underestimate that.
Weird
I think
feet.
People just didn't know what, say, 350-pound people looked like back then. Because if something's
8
foot tall and broad
that's
like
gonna
the
be
Hulk,
more than that.
That's like 700-800 pounds,
a lot
probably.
more than that.
Okay.
But regardless, they know this thing is huge and filthy and screechable. So I can understand why they'd be intimidated. I mean, you don't sign up for that when you're a small town deputy.
Yeah, but cops, you don't book. You're trained to not book.
Well, this is the 70s. Maybe training was different for cops back then.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it was just like you didn't even take a test. You just filled out the application. They gave you the gun, the badge. Like, here you go.
Well, I'm sure it's by state, by local.
Yeah.
I mean, the training.
Well,
who knows?
I mean, none of us are at all experts on law enforcement, but I do.
But
think
we have friends that are cops.
Something like back in the day, maybe even still. The sheriff is an elected position, and you just appoint deputies. Mm-hmm. Now, maybe they have to go through some kind of training. Maybe not. I don't
really
know.
All right,
know
so
how that
maybe
works.
you know what? Maybe
But this is a police chief scenario.
Maybe we're being a little bit hard on them.
Maybe a little
but
tough.
we're just saying, get it together, guys.
Absolutely.
73 Illinois.
Protect and serve.
Get it together. Yeah, protect and serve.
Not run and hide.
Yeah.
On that note,
Get your guns, boys. Come
after
on.
huddling in the car for what must have felt like an eternity, no doubt waiting for the beast to attack, the men managed to regain their courage and continued their pursuit of the bizarre brute once more. The mini posse worked until dawn trying to track down splashing noises, which they said sounded like a large creature rushing through knee-deep water in the distance.
Okay.
The search proved fruitless.
Okay.
As the sun rose, the four men felt that this so-called monster would likely evaporate with the rest of the night shadows, never to be seen again. But this presumably nocturnal terror had a surprise in store for them and for the rest of Murphysboro.
Oh, it's coming for the town. I like it.
Needless to say, no sooner than Judy and Randy went to the police, the press got their talons into this tale of a colossal mud-caked critter stalking the local riverside. The local paper, the Southern Illinoisan, I don't know, I'm saying it wrong. Illinoisan? I think it's the Illinoisan.
Okay,
Illinoisan.
that sounds right.
Okay, well, we have listeners and friends out there from Illinois, so let us know how to pronounce that. You crazy Illinoisans.
Right.
That works.
Ran a story on the search, which started a local monster frenzy and was eventually picked up by no less than the New York Times.
Do we have a good old monster hunt on our hands, Uncle Rob?
It's going to pick up little mill race monsters,
Oh,
shades of some other.
dude, get your t-shirts ready. And your
Inspired either by the now national press, their own jitters, or an extremely active cryptid, over the next 2 weeks, the local police allegedly logged more than 200 calls regarding this massive, shrieking, broad-shouldered beast. On June 26th, a report came from an unidentified man who owned a junkyard near the Big Muddy River. Probably easy enough to track down who it is, but not this many decades later.
Okay, fair enough.
He claimed that he smelled something like rotten meat, and when he followed the scent, he stumbled across a colossal, creamy white, sludge-smothered monster. It stared down at the petrified man for a few seconds before turning and lumbering back towards the river. So, just eyewitness, stinking up the place.
Making it nasty.
Here's where it gets a little more interesting. At about 10:30 p.m. later that same day, 5-year-old Christian Barrell was playing in his backyard, which was located in the Westwood Hills subdivision of Murphysboro, relatively close to the Big Muddy River, attempting to catch lightning bugs in a glass jar his mother had given him. The child ran gleefully about when he suddenly spied a huge white shape looming up from behind the fence that separated his yard from the neighbor's property, the Ray family. The terrified Christian dropped his jar and raced inside, crying, "Daddy, Daddy, there's a big ghost in the backyard." The child's father was presumably skeptical. That was until his neighbors corroborated the tale.
Oh, shit. I'll listen to your kids.
Mm-hmm. While Christian was sobbing in his father's arms, a 17-year-old honor student and cheerleader by the name of Cheryl Ray was in the next yard over, sitting on her darkened back porch with her young suitor, one Randy Creeth. Second Randy in the story.
That's Randy's.
Right. They're all trying to hook
keep
up
our
here.
Randy straight.
All right. These Randy's.
Yeah, no, it's Randy's trying to hook
Randy's
up with the old boat ramp.
Yeah.
Randy's hooking up in the
backyard with the honor student cheerleader. What's next? What's next?
What is next?
Randy Quaid.
He is now, I think, a minister at a church. So either things went really right or really wrong.
Oh, maybe you know what? Maybe they're married. Oh, adorable. High school sweethearts. Oh.
I know that because I read an article. She has a different last name. She lives in Florida. He's in Iowa.
Oh, the love didn't last?
No.
Oh, high school love that doesn't last. Shocking divorce.
I know plenty of people who are married and or in the process of being divorced who are high school sweethearts. Most of them being divorced.
There you go.
Fine.
Well done.
Gee, wow. Okay.
All right.
Love
so
will find a way.
We got Cheryl Ray. We got Randy Creeth. We got a back porch. The pair claimed that they were talking and looking at the stars when they heard a rustling in the bushes about 20 feet away from the porch. That's some shit they wanted their parents to think they were doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Casual conversation.
See.
Oh, hey, did you see the TV in the living room? It's nice. Yeah.
Stars are pretty.
Yeah, I like stars. Space is cool. What were they doing, Rob? Yeah.
What were they doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Assuming, now we're getting back to them on the porch seeing the rustling, assuming that it was neighborhood kids come to spy on them, an enraged Cheryl turned on the outside light while Creeth, the son of a state trooper, leapt to his feet and ran down the back stairs intending to investigate. This intention vanished the moment that the light came on, revealing the same appalling apparition that had terrified Christian just moments before. Cheryl instinctively followed Randy to the lawn. I don't know why. You see there's a monster there.
Yeah,
no,
you're
stay-
on the porch.
right.
What are you doing?
Stay in the porch.
What are you doing?
Better yet, turn around and go the fuck inside,
Yeah,
Cheryl.
lock the door.
Yeah.
Forget about Randy.
This
You're
is
not
why-
going to marry him anyway.
Yeah, this is why your love didn't work out, Cheryl, because you make bad decisions.
And he knows it now.
And he clearly is like, this is the type of woman she is. There you go.
Ugh.
Divorce rates through the fucking roof.
So this is how she remembered it. We both went down, but Randy was walking a little bit ahead. Then he said, "Come here," and there it was. We stood there looking at it.
Jesus, he's calling her over?
Yeah, I know. Come here. Come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Come on.
Could you check that out for me?
Don't touch it. You know what? Go flick it.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Flick it.
Yeah, give it a little flick.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Cheryl and Randy stood frozen with shock as this filthy white monstrosity, which they would later claim smelled like a rotten peat bog. I don't know how many 17-year-olds have vast experience with peat bogs, but
I guess if you
good
live near
on
a
them.
I
peat
mean,
bog.
if you live near a peat bog
True.
and it's rotten, yeah, it fucking sucks.
So this white monstrosity stared at them with red eyes that reflected the light from a distant street lamp. Randy described the hulking brute. We were within 15 feet of it, close enough to see the body, the texture of the fur, long and hairy like an English sheepdog. The thing I remember was the bulk of it, the shape, the human form, and the stench of it, the river slime it apparently had on it. It was about 8 feet tall and at least as stocky as any New York football player. It stood more erect than an ape, but it didn't have human features. So now we got the
that's
first thing.
pretty
We got the
descriptive.
stringy white English sheepdog hair.
Yeah.
Broad, like I assume they mean like somebody on the offensive line, broad.
Right.
And
Right.
and nearly 8 feet tall. So this thing is big and much heavier than 400 pounds,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Then again, it's tender little ballerina feet. Who
I mean,
the fuck
it
knows?
has really like long, bizarre, tiny feet.
And it gets a little weirder too.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Baryshnikov of cryptozoology.
There you go.
This is our
That could be.
Baryshnikov reference.
The twosome later testified that the creature weighed at least 350 pounds, again, stood about 8 feet tall, which was already noted. They also noticed long gorilla-like arms, but unlike other prototypical Bigfoot sightings, they claimed that the beast's roundish head was perched on a sort of rudimentary neck and all covered with hair except for its face, which was smooth. So I've seen drawings of it. It kind of looks like a lemon. Like it's like a furry body, and then it goes to a kind of a neck, and then it just kind of curls up to a point. But the point at the top could just be hair sticking up.
Okay.
Or like an onion with some leaves coming out. I'm not sure
Oh,
what
now I know. Because we said lemon, I'm like,
you know how if you put a lemon up on end?
I know. Yes.
I'm thinking kind of lemon grab with fur from Adventure Time. But
I was
onion's
thinking the same
probably
thing,
a better analogy.
It's got a big old fucking stupid onion head.
That is
a little fade.
not typical of like Sasquatch or Bigfoot, which is no neck. The conical head part, yes.
Right.
Well, they
got a neck.
They're
but
like
it's just
juggernaut.
it's the muscle or their definition.
Like their traps seem to go like right into the side of the skull.
Because I mean, they have to have a neck. They can't just be shoulders and a head. Like that would be, or actually, what's the cryptid that is just the fucking shoulders and the head? What is that?
That's the headless horror of Grafton.
Yeah, Grafton. Yeah. That was reminds me of Fallout 76 again. Just getting mad.
Is Grafton in that?
Yeah, it is. But
right
on.
on.
I'm not going to talk about him.
We'll eventually be doing him.
Simmer down.
That's a fun little cryptid.
Fucking Bethesda.
Okay.
Fucking
so
Bethesda.
he's got a furry onion head,
All right.
a smooth face.
It's just weird.
Okay.
Strange, yeah. Not your typical description of Bigfoot. So this is kind of interesting.
Cheryl would further describe the moment. It was real tall, hairy. I think it was white, but it was dirty, matted. It had a real bad odor. It was really rank. I never smelled anything like it. It came just to the edge of the yard and stopped there, looking at us. It walks the way a person walks, arms swinging at the side. Little details, but important, salient. Randy, displaying the foolhardy bravado of a teenage boy out to impress a pretty girl, did the one and only thing a man in his position could think to do. Anyone care to hazard a guess? Just go out on a limb.
Threw a rock.
Oh, did he?
Oh,
do you think he might?
Well, with UFOs, we huck stones.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, the Japanese throw stones all the time.
Telepathic footballs.
Oh yeah, the poor dog.
Or the little spiders with their sweet
the
Trekkie uniforms. The stumps.
Oh yeah, the stumps.
Spider stumps.
Yep. All right.
So rock hooking is a pretty common thing.
Yeah.
Solid guess.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Oh. He snatched up a decorative stone from the base of the outdoor lamp and hurled it directly at the creature.
A decorative stone, the rarest of stones.
Yeah.
A painted like Easter egg, shitty acrylic painted stone.
Well, it might have more power.
So you're off the porch. Your girlfriend is next to you.
You're close
15 feet away.
Yeah, you throw a rock.
From an 8-foot tall, God knows how much it weighs, onion-headed, filthy white Bigfoot
of all
thing.
animals, I mean, throwing a rock at an animal is pretty super fucked up. I mean, in throwing a rock at aliens,
kind of
is pretty bad.
mean-spirited unless you're really trying to defend yourself.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. It seems kind of like stupid. Like,
well, in this case, it seems fucking suicidal.
Like being close to, like, let's say, my favorite, a bear. I think the last thing that I would ever consider would be throwing a stone at it.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking huge. But this thing? All right, well, but you know what, though? He is full, like you said, full of bravado.
Yes, he is.
He wants to
testosterone.
He wants to impress a lady.
He wants to get back and start talking stars with the lady on the
I'm
porch.
going to fucking fight this thing right now.
Idiot. So the creature, to Randy's fantastic luck, did not violently react to this act of aggression and tear him limb from limb. Rather, Randy claimed that the animal simply stared at them for what felt like a very long time, although he later estimated that the incident likely lasted only about 30 seconds. Cheryl agreed with his assessment, stating, "It seemed like an eternity we stood there," but that would just make sense.
Yeah, sure.
These moments, time slows down.
Okay.
After this uncommon contact, the couple claimed the shaggy man-beast simply turned and pushed through the shrubbery, thrashing down a bluff that dropped into a marsh as it evidently made its way back to the adjacent river. Within minutes of these eerie encounters, Officer Nash and Manwaring were sent to the scene, where they noticed a powerful odor that had quickly dissipated. They also found a cluster of large footprints where the creature was said to have been lurking, according to Manwaring. "I heard some unusual shrieks, smelled the foul smell, and the ground trampled down in the area where they said this thing was standing." And saw the ground where they said this thing was staying.
Right.
Following their discovery, then Chief Toby Berger immediately dispatched the rest of his men, all 14 of them, to the Ray's residence, then sent for an officer and a trained dog handler with the nearby Carbondale Police Department, a man named Jerry Nellis.
Bringing the fucking canine unit in? Wow.
You gotta.
From another town.
Shit.
County
we need
over.
goddamn canines. Bring them in. And there they are. There's puppins. Puppins everywhere. Puppins as far as you can see. Cute little puppins.
One puppin. A single
Just
puppin.
Wow.
give me 3 puppins.
I can't.
You gotta calm down.
I would be
love the
misrepresenting
puppins.
the facts in this case.
Fine.
Were I to do this.
Well, truth stands, I guess. No puppins. Just one. There's one. It's probably cute puppins, though.
Nellis was the owner of a tough German shepherd named Reb, who had assisted the Murphysboro police in the past, serving as a search and rescue canine, an attack dog, and as a man, or in this case, monster tracker.
Fucking this dog sounds awesome.
Yeah, Reb, come on. The officers, all armed with rifles, revolvers, and flashlights, discovered a trail of unidentified black slime, quote unquote,
Ooh.
that seemed to lead directly from the raised back porch to the river. Manwaring confirmed the existence of this still unknown material. I saw this substance and smelled the smell myself. Sadly, it seems as if none of the slime was preserved for scientific study.
Because why would you?
I mean, is it just
Well,
swamp shit
no, they
that
probably
was
let the
on
fucking
thing?
dog roll around and eat it.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, it's fucking swamp slime
Because
from the
it's
beach.
fucking
Fuck
73 and that's where science was
it.
at.
Exactly. I wonder if
No, that's true.
Was it swamp slime or was it possible monster shit? I don't want to go there, but
Wow.
I will. Could it be
Stringy turds of the mud monster?
dude? Thing fucking lives in water. Probably shit slime. You would too.
If it's
I
eating
don't think it's shit slime.
slime.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just
If
putting
it's in a bog, it's just a given. That
putting my
there's-
theory out there. That's all. Maybe because of its diet. It has a weird diet.
So it shits on itself? It rubs it all over itself?
No, it
That would explain the smell.
And
Well, it
that
doesn't smell like
actually-
shit. It
that
smells like
would-
rotten-
But that would also serve as a way.
Rotten meat.
That would serve as a way for it to
It
cover
smells
its
like a
scent.
fucking zombie.
Vegetation,
Yeah, but if it rolls in its own shit,
and possibly its own black slimy shit.
yeah, because that
Why
way
would
it
it
covers
roll in
its
its own
scent.
shit?
But
Well,
it's,
a lot of animals do that. They roll. They roll
Exactly.
in like dead things to
Dogs do
conceal
all the time,
their
yeah.
scent from their prey.
That's what I'm talking about.
But
See, I
not
have
like
science
their own
behind
shit.
this. I got science behind this.
So he's rolling in the dead and his own toilet.
Could be, yeah.
He's a fucking living bidet.
Yeah, basically, he's like
Okay.
a living urinal. Yeah.
I'm going to continue here.
I think you're wrong.
Nellis and his canine companion made it to Murphysboro that night. Reb picked up the scent of his prey behind the Ray house almost instantly and took off. The men then followed the dog down the recently forged path of broken tree limbs and trampled underbrush. The dog managed to track the monster through the dense forest and down a steep embankment toward a small pond, but the brush became too thick for it to continue. The officers began searching the area with flashlights, but in no time, Reb picked up the scent again. If you're going to give up on Reb, don't do it.
No, fucking Reb's a winner.
Oh,
Indeed.
Reb Brown.
Fucking, who's the guy that played the Captain America?
Reb Brown.
It was Reb
Yeah,
Brown,
yeah,
wasn't
it was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God bless you. The determined dog darted toward an abandoned barn on the Bullar property, which was located just east of the Ray's house and a little north of the river. But once he got to the dilapidated wood door, the usually courageous canine began trembling and yelping in fear.
Oh, no. Save the dog, please.
This mystified both Nellis and the officers, who had noted over the years that Reb was the most relentless tracking dog in the county. Nellis attempted to grab the dog by the scruff of his neck and thrust him through the open door to the barn, but Reb just dropped to his belly and scampered backwards, whimpering. He is not having this shit. The
No.
badass German Shepherd is like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Double fuck you.
He's smart. You know why?
Yeah.
He's the smartest one out of the group. He's like, guess what, guys? You dropped your guns. I'm fucking out of here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fuckers.
The usually bold Reb's terrified reaction to whatever was lurking within the barn was enough to convince Berger to call in the troops. He radioed for help from neighboring police departments, and within hours, a dozen patrol cars had responded to the call.
We have like, so,
can
this
you
is getting out
imagine
of
this?
control.
It's
Fuck.
like it's his 14 cops,
Yeah.
and Nellis from the Carbondale Police Department with Reb,
But now
his
he's got
dog,
the next town over.
and now they're just coming in droves.
Dude, this
and
is like the
they're
part
just
in the
surrounding
movie.
it.
This is the part in the movie where they're like, "We need the National Guard," and they call the local National Guard outpost.
It's like more than you'd get for like a robber.
Yeah, seriously.
absolutely.
Like,
Yeah,
what is
really.
it really done?
Nothing. It just showed up.
You know what I mean?
It
Like,
hasn't
just-
attacked anybody or done. It's gotten stones thrown at it, and that's it.
Yeah,
It just showed up.
done absolutely
Yeah.
nothing, but
It's
just
just there.
be
It's
there
doing its
deserving
thing.
of a fucking
Apparently, you get
and be loud.
cavalcade of.
yeah, you have 20. You have fucking 2 complete, police departments showing up plus fucking Reb. Fuck,
You know how Reb does.
fucking Reb.
Unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately for those involved, in the time that had elapsed between Reb's fearful display and the arrival of backup, whatever it was that had hidden in the barn had managed to crash out through the back of the barn into the impenetrable blackness. So they hear a crunch of wood.
booked.
Out.
It pulled the fucking Kool-Aid guy, right?
Oh,
It was like,
totally.
Hey, if I can go through the wall.
Escape.
Yeah, there you go. Dunzo.
The once eager Reb was no longer keen on tracking the burly beast, and soon after, the search was called off for the night, much to the relief and frustration of the officers involved. It later came to light that earlier that afternoon, at another house neighboring both the Barrels, which is Christian Bale, or Barrel, the kid that first saw it, and the Rays, a 4-year-old child had run inside the kitchen in order to breathlessly tell his mother about seeing a big man in a furry coat wandering through their backyard. The tired mother chalked it up to, and I quote, the whimsy of a child,
Oh, my self-published book on Amazon. Yeah!
and sent him back out to play.
Look for my book coming soon.
She thought no more about the incident until she read the newspaper account of what Cheryl and Randy had witnessed and realized that her son had come perilously close to the gargantuan and potentially carnivorous critter. So
Oh,
suddenly,
you could have got
trust your
named.
kid.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
always whimsy.
Although this thing hasn't given any indication of it being carnivorous, it hasn't
No.
attacked or done. It
No,
just,
it's
it
just there.
showed
In
up.
fact, if
It's
anything,
there.
when it's been attacked, it hasn't attacked back.
No, this thing's big enough it could have fucking broken that kid's head like a melon.
Oh, easy.
Or
Easy.
eaten him and his girlfriend. Like, see ya.
Or at least, yeah, snap their necks and
Yeah, totally.
gone on his merry way.
I like to prefer to think that he eats them. Why not?
Why waste?
Yeah, well, exactly.
You know, he's not a sport hunter.
No, exactly. He's just going to show up. He's going to fucking eat you and then be like, see ya.
Hysteria-inducing as these events were, they would not mark the end of the Big Muddy Monster saga, as sightings of this enigmatic entity were reported 2 more times during the next week and a half. Berger claims that during this period he was worried less about the monster and was more concerned about the armed posses that seemed to spring up like wildfire within Murphysboro's meager population of 10,000. So apparently this is
Okay.
where the frenzy happens. Not only I'm sure people are selling T-shirts and buttons and everyone's all
Yeah.
excited, but now because you know it's a rural area,
It's
lot
a
of
good
hunters.
old-fashioned monster hunt, dude.
It's exactly what's
I mean,
going
this is
on.
what you do. You and your buddies get together. Us, we get together. We fucking drink a bunch of beers. I'm like, guys, I got guns. Get in my truck. We're going to go look for the Murphysboro Mud Monster and shoot at shit that moves in the woods. So it's what you do. It's the 70s. Especially in the 70s, there was no law. You could drink and drive all fucking day long. No one gave a shit.
Well, it's true. You could way
I
with
mean,
a lot
tragedy
more.
happens, but you and your boys, couple road sodas, some fucking long rifles, and a couple of pistols. Chris is in back, fucking pow, pow, and you was going down the street shooting
Yeah,
shit.
anything white and shaggy.
Yeah, we're fucking doing it.
Or just anything at all, apparently.
Yeah,
Pretty
exactly.
much.
Dude.
You see a rustling, shoot it.
Just it's how I think that's how you hunt turkeys. You just shoot at noises. So fucking shoot at noises, man.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it really is how it's done,
Yeah,
isn't it?
just saying, man.
Shoot noises.
This is my favorite
Can
time.
nobody
when you
listen to
get-
that advice?
When you get a fucking posse of your boys together, you're drinking some beers, you're armed to the fucking tits, and you're just in the truck shooting shit.
Is that the glorious
I
days
just
of
wish
your
you
life?
guys could just agree with me about this at some point, because you would love it. We should go do it. Well, we shouldn't do
See,
it.
I would be afraid of the other fuckers with guns constantly.
Well, that's just part of the danger. It's part of the fun.
part of the thrill.
Yeah, double your danger, double your fun.
Wow.
That's not, no.
You don't know. I mean, you probably got CBs and shit.
You almost certainly have
Yeah,
CDs.
I
It's
think we talked about this before.
73.
Yeah, 73. So what we talked about this before. Was it Kiss that we were talking about? Listening to Kiss records and shooting monsters. I
I'm
don't
sure
think
we
Kiss was
did.
in 73.
Yeah,
though.
no, all of it sounds good except the part where we might die.
That's-
Well, yeah, I mean, but it's the
that's
70s. No one
hookup.
thought about death. Death didn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
Death
it.
didn't exist.
exist.
This
No.
from the guy that was born in 80.
You,
You
listen.
have no
you
idea.
listen to I don't know Radar Love, right? There you listen to that, and you're doing it.
Deep Purple.
Yeah. Oh,
Immortality.
dude. You're listening to so much Deep
The
Purple.
70s.
Yeah. Fucking was it Space Trucking? Listening to fucking that jam.
Unlike
Yeah.
Mark,
Deep Purple, sure.
Berger was convinced that it was sheer luck that no one had been shot thus far.
He was right.
This guy's lame.
Shut up, Mark.
He's lame.
The next reported encounter with the beast occurred approximately 10 days later after a traveling carnival set up camp in Riverside Park.
My favorite. These are my people.
The carnival workers, evidently unaware of what was said to be lurking nearby, chose a pleasant glade near the river between the boat ramp and the sewage treatment plant.
Oh.
Cunt. Just perfect.
Oh, my
No,
God.
that glade is flawless.
Yeah, that's-
shitty old crappy boat ramp and
Yep.
turd-filled building.
I don't know much about a sewage treatment plant, but I will tell you this. They do stink on a Monday.
At 2 a.m. on July 7th, long after the carnival had closed for the night, 3 carnies, Ray Adkerson, Wesley Lavender, and Otis Norris, were sitting behind one of the big trucks discussing the day's receipts when they heard a series of cries and whinnies stirring from the Shetland ponies that were tied to the bramble on the other side
Not
of the
the
truck.
ponies.
Shetland
The
ponies.
little ponies.
Not the ponies.
The Shetlands.
I can't. Don't tell me a pony's harmed. I can't live this life if a pony gets harmed. I can't deal with
Dude,
a
have
pony.
you ever used glue?
Nothing's been harmed yet.
I don't know if I can
We'll see.
emotionally stable enough for a pony.
Is
Hurting.
it too soon to after Halloween for you to deal with this?
It is. It's too much.
Okay.
I love a pony.
The men shot up to see what all the commotion was about and were shocked to find the usually docile ponies, which had been trained to give children rides in endless circles like a living carousel.
It's so
Perfect
terrible.
life.
The way that you fucking describe
Yeah.
it's terrible.
It is. It's
Were
torture.
in a tizzy of eye-rolling terror, furiously tugging at their reins in a desperate bid to free themselves from their constraints. It wasn't long before the men would see what had induced this frenzy.
What is making these fucking ponies so crazy, Rob?
Ray, Wesley, and Otis later swore that they spied an 8-foot-tall, 400-pound, hairy, filth-covered thing, which, unlike Cheryl and Randy's report, seemed to have no distinguishable facial characteristics beneath its fur.
Oh, it's just a
So
big
it's just
mop.
a big mop
What?
of hair.
Mop of hair.
Big, like a
Oh, all right.
like a shaggy dog on 2 legs.
All right.
The creature ignored the human beings and was leering down at the panicking ponies. The men decided not to wait around to see what happened next and immediately ran for help, claiming that the monster also ran in the opposite direction. About an hour later, Charles Kimball, one of the carnival workers who had been called in to help deal with this thing, claimed that he saw the creature, apparently still intrigued by the tiny horses,
Aw.
staring with his head cocked to the side in what he described as a deeply curious pose.
Because he's used to big horses, and then he sees tiny horses.
Yeah, I mean, it would
He's like,
blow anyone's mind.
There's miniature ones of you. He's like, yeah, I do this when I see ponies.
This
I'm
is
like,
kind of,
"Aw."
I gotta say, adorable.
Because he's
now, unless he's
captivated.
eyeing them because they're like Happy Meals,
No,
like convenient to
he would
eat.
have eaten. He had time to eat them. He was
Yeah.
he was captivated by their cuteness. He's just like, look how fucking
kinda think he
adorable these
was.
things are.
He might be the sweetest
Yeah,
Lenny monster ever.
no one's gonna hurt a pony unless you're a fucking absolute piece of shit.
Well,
Just saying.
Skinny Jack would hurt a pony,
Oh, maybe.
but he was an absolute
He'd
piece
breathe
of shit.
fire on and touch its breasts,
Yes, he would.
and he would not ask. He would just do it.
Oh, he's
What
the
an
worst.
asshole.
Bad, deeply
Leave
curious
those ponies' breasts
pose.
alone. Jesus. Just got grossed out with pony,
Pony
breasts.
boobs. I want to talk about pony boobs.
Dude, ponies have boobs.
God damn it, dude. While this would prove to be the last eyewitness report of the creature, at least during the 73 flap, its reign of fear was not quite complete. Later that same night, a woman named Nedra Green asserted that she heard a wild screaming sound coming from the shed behind her rural farmhouse. She wisely chose to remain in her home rather than investigate. Following the carnival sighting, yet another crowd of locals, most of whom were armed to the teeth, much to Mark's delight,
This is who I'd be hanging out with.
gathered in Riverside Park, hoping to take a shot at the furry white fiend. This only exacerbated Berger's concerns for the safety of the citizens he was sworn to protect, so he padlocked the park and implored the town fathers to bring in expert help.
Like who?
We weren't around.
What? Trappers?
Wait, you and Chris weren't around? Like, Mark, come on, stop hanging out with these guys. They're not your friends. Put the guns down. I'm like, fuck you. I'm going to shoot a fucking monster.
I was months old. Chris
were.
was not born.
I
Yeah.
wasn't born either. 73, my dad was still in high school.
They would have called us, surely,
Yeah.
but we weren't an option.
No.
They
Let's
should-
find out who was the
They
option.
should have waited for you guys.
You're one of us. You don't speak about us in the third person.
Oh, that's right.
the fuck, dude?
But I wasn't born till 80.
Then they would have still waited for us collectively.
Well, I thought that I was with the guys partying with the guns and shit. Never mind.
You're jumping ship.
I did, yeah. It's all
Chris.
fucked up.
I guess it's up to us.
It's all fucked up. Whatever.
Okay, well.
Good luck with your podcast. It's all fucked
I'll
up.
be Quint. I'll bite it. You be Hooper. Be sweet.
No, just continue.
Survive.
No, it's all fucked up.
We don't need a Brody.
It's fine.
Mark's going to be drinking in the truck.
Continue.
Man.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, shoot everything.
I will.
Shoot it all.
I will.
Expert help. The man they chose for the job was St. Louis insurance agent. Yes.
Fucking insurance agent.
Insurance agent.
Wait, okay.
All right, okay.
And serious student of Sasquatch reports,
Oh,
self-described,
All right.
and evidently Sith Lord,
Okay.
Harkin Sorkin.
Oh, dude,
Harkin Sorkin?
Sorkin.
Harkin Sorkin.
As soon as I read it, I laughed aloud to myself.
Why would you
forgotten
not?
the name. I was like, oh my God, that's great.
God.
Your puny rebellion. Your friends are on the forest moon.
And he's like, fuck you, Darth Harkin Sorkin. They're not on the moon. They're on the fucking desert
They
planet.
wouldn't call him Darth Harkin Sorkin.
Darth Harkin Sorkin.
You
have to call
They need to call him Darth Harkin or Darth.
No,
Darth
he's Darth
Sorkin.
Harkin Sorkin.
No, it has to be with a hyphen. Yeah,
Darth Harkin Sorkin.
it's the only way.
Chris is so mad.
I am mad.
He's super progressive. He needs both names.
So I feel like if
Harkin
that was me,
Sorkin.
I'd be mad. Like, don't call me Darth Harkin Sorkin.
And I would totally call you Darth Harkin Sorkin.
Yeah. It's either Sorkin or Harkin.
No, I'd be like,
Not Harkin Sorkin.
It's Darth Harkin Sorkin. Fucking Harkin Sorkin.
never
Really?
get tired of
Can't.
saying it.
It can't.
You would not want to be Darth Mark Stores.
No, I wouldn't.
You'd like to be. You'd either be Darth Stores
Or Darth Mark.
Darth Mark.
Darth Mark.
Darth Mark. Yeah.
Darth Mark sounds terrible. Darth Mark.
Mark
There's fucking Darth Mark. Everyone act cool. He's gonna be a dick.
Everyone act cool.
Oh,
Fuck,
I know.
here's Darth Mark. Fuck. This guy's a prick.
Damn it.
Nice beard, asshole.
Harkin Sorkin
Darth Harkin Sorkin. All right.
led a group of 5 men, including reporters from the Kansas City Star and a lawyer.
Because why not? You need a
Because
lawyer.
an insurance agent,
This is
and a
so bad.
lawyer,
This
and
is
3 reporters.
so bad.
Expert.
Well,
help.
don't forget an insurance agent who's a fucking a serious student of Sasquatch reports.
Lest we forget.
Student.
Yeah,
A student.
absolutely.
So like someone gives out reports and he's like taking tests and shit on them. So there you go. Yeah, that's what he's
Yeah,
doing.
he's doing like the
student.
state test, like going around.
exactly
to, like,
for
schools.
insurance. But he's like, is there a Sasquatch part of this test? Because I wouldn't ace it. Yeah, exactly.
I'm student.
Darth Harkin Sorkin, are you here?
Now he's a Darth. He doesn't even know it.
Yeah.
All right. So Sorkin led these various reporters and a lawyer into the woods near Murphysboro in the fall of 1973 in an effort to track and possibly capture the Murphysboro Mud Monster.
Okay.
Sorkin claimed that private groups had offered as much as $2.5 million for the creature's
What?
capture.
In
That
1973
that
money?
changes the game. Yeah, that's
73 money. That's
yeah.
crazy.
that's like $10 million. I don't know. I guess.
2.5
I
mil?
literally, I don't know. I have no idea
dude,
what the
I don't
exchange
know
rates
about
are
this.
with the early 70s.
I don't know about this dude, man. I don't know. All right.
2.5 and 73 money.
All right, I don't know about this guy.
With that in mind, this small expedition came armed with a stun gun with the capacity to take down a 500-pound animal, as well as chocolate and bananas, which Sorkin said they would use to help pacify the beast once captured.
So they're gonna tase
What the
him.
fuck
They're
is
gonna-
happening right now?
They're
You're
gonna
gonna fucking tase him, net him, and,
and
just
then
like
be
fucking
like,
give him Milky
have
Ways
some
and
ban-
bananas.
Have some bananas and chocolates.
I mean, that sounds good.
I love
Yeah, I
bananas
mean,
and
don't get me
I love
wrong, you would
bananas and
pacify the fuck out
chocolate.
of
So
me.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally. But
So-
you're gonna after you fucking tase this thing. You do the whole
God.
"don't tase me, bro," and you fucking tase the shit out of it, and then you're like, "Oh, here, have some chocolate and bananas. You'll feel better." The thing's gonna fucking eat you.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
And it says it's only good for 500 pounds. This thing is way over 500 pounds.
Oh, clearly, all the guesstimations are inaccurate.
yeah. All right.
They also carried loaded shotguns, which they claimed would only be used if their safety were threatened. Sorkin further claimed that they had local zoos standing by and that arrangements had been made for a cage to be flown in by helicopter should they get lucky and manage to imprison
Oh,
the monster.
everybody claims to have a fucking cage in a helicopter. It's so fucking. It's so camp.
cliche.
Yeah, everyone. Oh, here comes some guy with a cage. No one does that ever in
Yeah.
history of ever.
Well,
In the 70s,
Darth
they
Harkin
did all the
Sorkin,
time.
Yeah.
who came with chocolates and bananas.
This fucking
he
guy
was prepped.
goes to the zoo. He's like, "Hey, I need a helicopter because zoos have helicopters because they're zoos. Why would they have a
They do.
helicopter
Of
in
course,
a fucking
yeah.
cage, a portable cage the helicopter can fucking carry?"
It all makes sense.
Dude.
But you got, you're ignoring the
2.5 mil
cabal,
yeah.
that group of millionaires like Tom Slick that are just waiting to capture.
Dude, when you're an insurance salesman
Mid-American
who
Yeti.
studies fucking
Well, that might be true, too.
Sasquatch papers.
How did he even find out about him? Was there like some
knows, dude?
local article? Local man, kook, sells insurance, likes Bigfoot. And suddenly he's the fucking pro?
Fucking Darth Horkin Sorkin's got a helicopter and a cage, a ton of stun guns, some chocolates and bananas, and he's fucking ready to kid this thing.
Make it happen.
I don't even know.
This is bad math all over it, man. Nothing against him personally. He's probably a nice dude. Suspect as he is, though, this is bad math.
Needless to say, this mini expedition met with very little success. Sorkin asserted that they had heard a very loud yell or guttural sound between a roar and a bellow. Boy, that's a fine line.
Yeah, Jesus.
And saw huge footprints and found 2-inch saplings pulled out of the ground by inhuman hands.
A 2-inch sapling is not. You could easily pull that out of the ground.
I feel like I've done that in my youth many
I think
times.
I have too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But they never managed to trap the beast. Over the next 3 years, there were sporadic reports throughout the area of animals that at least vaguely resembled the mud monster. The first came from September 2nd, 1974, when 3 Union County youths reported seeing it in the Beech Grove area near Wolf Lake. Wolf Lake. That just sounds treacherous.
Dope, dude. We're going to Wolf Lake.
Perhaps the most intriguing sightings occurred on January 26, 1975, when 4 truckers, all of whom were traveling separately, radioed in reports of seeing a bizarre bear-like creature near the Illinois 149 junction west of Murphysboro.
That's an interesting sighting.
It's
You got
interesting.
4 separate.
But what makes it bear-like? Like, I really want more. There's no information on this. It's like it was a bear, but it was on 2 legs. It was a bear, but it was white and dirty.
What do you
makes
mean?
people associate it with the big muddy monster rather than it looked like a bear, ergo?
It's a bear.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't know why.
All right. Okay. All right.
On July 7th of the same year, 2 Murphysboro men reported a sighting of a strange creature that they believed may have been the Big Muddy Monster near a pond in Harrison County, which is north of Murphysboro. Then again, on June 19th, 3 unnamed youths said they saw something, quote unquote, lumbering near the Westwood Hills subdivision in Jackson County.
Well, that could be anything, but all right.
Sketchy.
Something.
Yeah.
Could just be a drunk dude.
It goes without saying that these isolated events, though fascinating, did not create the same furor as the flap that had plagued the population back in the summer of '73. But when in 2016 some suggested that the entire uproar may have been caused by a burly man in a furry suit, then Police Chief Larry Tincher wasn't biting, claiming, "I'm confident these people saw something. These people were too frightened. What makes it hard to believe it was some man in a costume is knowing about all the hunters around there with rifles. It would have been taking a really big chance." The case of the mud monster, which began on a lonely lover's lane and has to this day never quite been resolved, was perhaps summed up best by his predecessor, Toby Berger, when he admitted to reporters that he did not know what the big muddy monster was, stating, "A lot of things in life are unexplained, and this is another one. We don't know what the creature is, but we do believe what these people saw was real."
Oh, the Murphysboro Mud Monster could be out there to this day, not
Could be.
terrorizing anyone.
Anybody.
Just
Yeah, still
showing
doing
up
nothing.
with
Gazing
weird
feet. Longingly at ponies.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe it misses the ponies. Like it goes to the site and it's just like, "Meh?" And just looks around like the ponies just, "Meh," just walks away sad.
Depressed.
Just a sad
With his weird black goo shit coming out of his ass. Yeah. Jesus.
wannabe ranching cryptid.
I
just
mean,
doing its
normally,
thing.
like, it's interesting that, and we'll state this again, that it didn't fucking do anything.
No. It didn't
do
It
anything.
just was there.
Like, it
I mean,
did-
it shrieked like an eagle into a fucking,
Well,
like
so
a-
what?
And, maybe it
like-
got startled when the high beams
Yeah,
came on.
the fuck? I mean, it was scared or something. I don't want to be a fucking apologist here for the Murphysboro Mud Monster because, it did a whole lot of nothing, but maybe it, skeptically speaking, let's start there. All right, dude in a suit. Possibility.
It is.
The size seems like it would
Stupid.
be stupid, but the size. If how big do you, being that size, putting on a suit like that would be a pain in the nuts.
Like, unless you're
Yeah.
an expert.
painter stilts and shit.
Yeah,
like,
and I was going to say, like, you're an expert on stilts, but then you're still going down all these steep embankments.
yeah, and it's 73.
and muddy
The
riversides.
tech wasn't there yet.
And if
like,
there's a super tall dude doing all this, he's
Yeah.
not
Could be.
local because everyone
No.
would be like, "It's Bill." Bill Gandalf, the tall guy.
Bill Gandalf.
Bill
Super tall Bill Gandalf.
He's gonna go duel Darth Horkin for
Yeah,
the fucking,
right,
for who's gonna rule the fucking insurance agency. So maybe I don't know. I mean, obviously, an animal of this size, you might automatically shoot to bear. But white bears, I don't think are a thing,
Well,
except for
bipedal,
polar bears, possibly
8 foot. All right. Even if it were a polar bear, walking around on 2 feet
in Illinois
with the
would be
crazy onion
bizarre.
head, no discernible. I mean, people would be like, "Holy fuck, it's a polar
It's a
bear
polar
in my
bear,
backyard."
yeah.
Like the little kid might still say it's a ghost, and the other little kid might say it's a
Right.
a dog with a fur coat or
Well, I
something.
mean, I
but
think there's
every
plenty
adult
of-
and teen would be like, "Oh shit, that's a
Right.
fucking bear."
Yeah, and people will mostly see it as a biped, in which bears do not normally do that. They're they're normally on all
Normally.
fours.
Normally.
So to see them always that way that's a little coincidental.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So skeptically speaking, man in a suit, possible polar bear, because why not? It works.
But no.
Yeah, when
probably
they,
not.
I don't. I'm not saying that I'm subscribing to that. I'm just
You're
saying
just throwing skeptical
tossing
positions
out
out there.
skeptical shit. I don't want to jump to Nephilim just yet, but
Well, you
That
just
was
said it,
some
so
bullshit.
why not just yet?
Well, but let's go back to cryptozoology.
What I'm thinking is there's a lot of compelling evidence. Now, obviously, if it is true that over 200 calls came in, a lot of these people are either pranking,
You could probably dismiss
hysterically
half
seeing
of those,
things. Exactly. The shrubs are moving.
at
It's
least
the
half of
neighbor's
those.
dog.
The-
and
the-
it's the big muddy
Yeah,
monster.
Yeah,
absolutely.
the hysteria sets in and
So
everyone's
all of
fucking-
that I completely get. But let's just deal with like the core sightings that have become
There's
like
actually
famous.
for this case, there's quite a lot of fucking sightings that are like pretty reputable.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
they did see
people-
something. He's not wrong. They definitely saw something.
Man wearing said that initial couple that came forward had no incentive to do so.
No.
They just put themselves in a tough spot.
Her dad was an asshole, and they couldn't be together because her love was too much love
And
or
for
some
the
shit.
record,
Too
like
much
a lot of
love.
these people, as is the case all too often in situations like this, would later be like, "I won't talk about this anymore." People made fun of me constantly. I'm Monster Boy. I'm this and that. Like a lot of the people, including
Monster Boy.
the first Randy,
me,
was
Monster
like, "I'm
Boy."
sick of it. I'm sick of this shit." And he went out like hunting all the time, trying to kill it just to prove that it was real because he was so
Just
sick.
so people would shut
Leave
the
him
fuck
alone.
up.
So I'm actually leaning towards at least the core of this having happened, but then what it is becomes a whole other question because it seems so obvious. It's like it's essentially a Bigfoot
It's sort of-
Sasquatch type, or
Yeah, except that it has weird feet.
if you want to go down south further, it's more skunk ape or Honey Island swamp monster, or like the Texas Bigfoot, or like the Legend of Boggy Creek, the folk monster. Like all throughout the United States, there are super tall, super wide, hairy primate humanoid hybrids.
Yeah, there's
for lack of a better term.
there's a pretty bizarre variety of them. They all different shapes and sizes and whatnot.
But
so
what throws me off about this is how is this thing fucking traveling? And I hate to do it because it almost brings me back to fucking Flipper. It's like,
Are you going to the aquatic ape theory?
but I can't. I don't think of that as an aquatic. Like I think there is something to the aquatic ape theory in terms of evolution in our
Right.
distant past, but I don't think that the reason nobody finds Sasquatch is because they spend 75% of their time in water, being semi-amphibious. Their bones settle at the bottom of rivers, and we never know because only occasionally we see them walking through the woods foraging.
But that's why you
I
don't
do
find.
not believe that's
That's
the
why you
case.
don't
No,
find
that's-
squat
no.
shit because they shit in rivers.
The long, stringy, if you'd even recognize
stringy
it.
black shits. Yeah.
So it really, even though, like I say, it's easy to associate it with these different, hairy hominids or hominoids, depending on how advanced you think these things are. To me, this has like a different vibe. Not only with the presence of a neck and the rounded head,
right.
the white fur that could happen in any, a lot of different
The stink.
Bigfooters are gray. Honey Island swamp monster is described as having long gray hair, but it also is described as having alligator-like feet. So,
Yeah.
Right.
So to me, I don't go paranormal. I'm a crypto guy through and through. I want this to be biological.
Okay,
but
what are you
this
do-
is
what are
so
you doing?
fucking weird because this is. I mean, yes, it's a rural community,
Dude.
but where the fuck did this come from? Why is it not seen the town over or the town?
No, it's
further
just in this
down?
area,
Just
yeah.
for 2 weeks, it shows up. Now maybe Chris is right. It fell in love with the ponies. And it was there looking for ponies, and it gave it 2 weeks of pony time. And when
Yeah.
the ponies were gone and the carnival left, he's like, "Fuck."
Done.
But if it's a migrating thing, if it's alone, then it's truly fucked as a species. And if it's migrating with a posse, where were the rest of them? And if it was migrating through fucking southern Illinois.
Well,
why is it only in this one township?
With that many people calling in sightings, what's not saying that they weren't seeing multiples of these things?
That's a good point.
I mean, it could be.
You're right.
If they are traveling in some sort of group, trying to get the fuck out of there.
Like the one screaming in the river in the first case could have been protecting the younglings that were hiding, and it's the mom.
Yeah.
And then the more laid-back dad is the one that walks past Christian Barrel's house and gets rocks hucked at it and is like, dude.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, listen, I know you're with your girl, so I'm going to give you a freebie. You get to look cool.
And then
you keep your arms.
The teenager one is one that's like checking out the ponies, just like, oh.
No, that's the daughter.
The daughter.
Oh, sorry, the daughter.
Yeah,
that's
like the middle school age daughter.
Right.
Of course.
Right. So nomadic Nephilim, is that what we're going with?
I don't know about the Nephilim.
That's where you snuck it in.
I know you want to go biblical, so bring it home. Let's hear your theory.
Well, whenever I hear Bigfoot and Sasquatch or whatever, I go back to your story of a state trooper from Louisiana telling you that the big feet were made because the angels had sex with the humans, and that's where the big feet. I don't remember the exact quote, but please entertain us.
Funnily enough, it was right after we shot our Honey Island Swamp Monster documentary.
See?
And we were driving, we had gone to New Orleans and partied our tits off. And my buddy Mike D and I, who we co-founded American Monster with Mark.
What up, D?
We're just hung the fuck over. We had been sleeping all day in a parking garage below Bourbon Street. And so we smelled like alcohol, oil, and hate. And the car died when we were like in that long stretch of Louisiana heading into Texas on our way to Dallas. And we just sat there and waited and waited and waited. And roadkill was just like literally animals were dying in the middle of the road. It was so hot. And
but then a savior showed up, Robert. A savior.
A state trooper showed up, and he was sketchy. We were bearded, scumbaggy men with a fucking big van.
But he had information for you.
But once he opened it up and saw we had film equipment, and we told him we were making monster documentaries.
And not pornography.
Yes.
You were not pornographers.
We were not. No,
you were not.
No, we weren't. Then he started telling a story, and then he was talking about, and that's when the angels laid with the women and men, and that's where we get the big feet.
So he
with his like sweet Cajun accent, and he just really. I would have killed to have a camera going, but it was
you are
buried.
Not the master of accents, and I really was. I'm like, what the fuck is he going for?
It was Cajun or Creole. I don't know what it was. I suck at accents.
A deep Cajun accent, and that I can't do a Cajun. I just go to Waterboy.
He related a full theory that included Loch Ness monster, aliens, like it all came back to the Book of Genesis and other things.
Exactly. So what he's saying is that the angels laid with the women, and that's how you got the big feet.
That's how you get the big feet.
All right. So that's where I get my Nephilim theory from. Is from that state trooper.
I just don't see how that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure that that theory's been floated out there plenty of times for Sasquatch.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of people glommed onto it.
Who knows? Maybe it could be, possibly the offspring of an angel and a human, which I guess would be cool.
I do not think that is the case.
But I think if we stick with cryptozoology on this one, possibly. I like the migrating idea. I guess we would like no proof of that.
No.
But, let's just go with it. Fuck it. It works most of the time, right?
Let's do it.
This is fucking. Who cares?
This is as good a time as any. Just to be like, this is the wicked pisser of it for me, because I am a biology, zoology guy all the way. The reason I loved cryptozoology more than many other paranormal fields, even though I'm intrigued by all of it, and ufology as well, is because there seems to be underlying science.
Right.
And that it's not about, believing in magic or whatever, not to say that there isn't a place for that, but just it's about science that hasn't been discovered yet. Yet there is the wicked pisser, the monkey dick in the works that is, where the fuck are the bodies? Where the fuck are the bones?
Yeah.
How the fuck can this thing just show up in a small town community or a group of them and then just go? I'm not saying I believe it's paranormal. I'm not saying that. I want them to be proto-humans that manage to evolve with us, but it's not like it's easy when you think about the Orn Pendek or the Agawi or something in Sumatra or Africa where you could hide. This is like fucking mid-central United States.
Yeah,
it is tough.
If there's underground cave systems anywhere,
so a network of caves,
that would make more sense. It's moldy, it's musty, it'd be slimy. It would make sense. That's why they are the way they are.
Just all the gunk you get when you're traveling interdimensionally.
Oh,
That's
boy.
the shit that sticks to your fur. That's the interdimensional goo that holds us all together.
So that's why they can show up and disappear?
I mean,
Because they are corporeal, physiological fauna.
Again.
But just from another dimension.
again, we've talked about this a plenty of time, and I've sent you a plenty of video, good sir, that you never respond to.
That's not true.
the spiritual bit. You don't watch those Bigfoot videos.
You know, I
'cause
never do.
They're way too long.
Dude, what can I do with that?
Nothing.
I can't have the magic Bigfoot.
Dude,
nothing.
listen, the magic Bigfoot always has to be on the table too, because you never know. Because there's dude, you even said yourself, there's plenty of Bigfoot sightings with orange orbs.
Dude, I'm telling you, I am
So
coming
an
as
interdimensional
close
Bigfoot is
I,
as real as a real Bigfoot.
as I ever will tonight to concede that it pisses me off that the biology isn't there to support it.
Exactly,
Because I
because if
need this
they're-
to be a fucking
because if
animal and
there's
not a
some
goddamn
sort of-
spirit animal fairy.
If they're a fucking-
that flits around from the nether vortex and
If there's some sort of
steals children or
interdimensional
whatever.
fucking traveler, who knows where they go? They just happen to pop in and pop out. I'm not saying that it's my jam. It is.
I would rather
There
believe
it
they
is.
are
Totally is.
extraterrestrial pets, like bloodhounds.
Why
for,
do they gotta be
for
pets?
alien trackers?
What if they're just extraterrestrials? What if they just
like
fucking
Wookiees?
What if they just pop in and pop out?
And they just they just like Earth because it's full of trees and
Fucking
it just
yeah,
reminds
dude.
them of
Why
home.
not? Plenty of alien species have, according to our stories, the truth as we call that, just pop in to show up and be like, yeah, hey, we're here.
And that's true. Also, one just like
Also,
the trout.
one, well, he was here to fucking fish. He was here
Yeah.
for trout season.
Yeah, he's here to
No.
try fucking some bullhead with his drill
I
bit
mean, whether you're
hand.
talking Nephilim, you're talking fucking interdimensional, you're talking, earthbound cryptozoology, I think something was there. There's way too much happening
I
here.
really do think something
was
happened.
there.
Well, no, I don't think anyone's lying. I think they all saw a thing.
Yeah.
I just don't. I wouldn't.
But
go,
again, I mean, it hasn't really been spotted since. So maybe.
There was one story of a guy who came forward to Manwaring, I think, when he was chief of police back when, and told him that he had seen something like that in his garden in the 1950s. So there might be some precedent, and that's one story, secondhand, who the fuck knows. He said it was a source he trusted, but it was so vague I didn't include it. So that might mean it is part of a migratory pattern.
Okay. Could be.
Could be. Yeah.
I just think it's fucked up.
I mean, I'm just
Still
gonna
is,
I'm gonna
but-
stick with either interdimensional being or Nephilim because that's my jam.
Right on.
That's what I do.
You do love interdimensionals.
I do, and Nephilim might be my new shit. Look out! Here it comes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why though?
Chris, what do you think?
Why though?
Because why not?
Why, exactly.
Exactly. It could be anything.
Could be
a fucking shoe in a wheelbarrow.
It could be.
Could be.
Could be ham.
Could be. Or it could be an Nephilim or an
I don't think
interdimensional
it is,
traveler.
though.
Covered in interdimensional
It doesn't make sense.
slime. Like when you go through the barrier, it's that weird.
No, I
Fucking
get it.
covers
We've
you.
all seen Stranger
Yeah.
Things. We know how that works.
Man,
Come on.
Gosh, shucks, you got me. God
Shucks.
damn it. All right, so Christopher, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think there's a more terrestrial reason for it.
Okay.
There isn't enough evidence to make a call.
Okay. Cool.
Unfortunately, there's not.
No,
But
there's a
there's
lot of
ways-
sightings, but unfortunately, like you said, there is nothing completely 100%. There's no body, there's no photos, there's no video, there's no Instas, Twitters, or Facebooks. There's nothing.
Oh, can you imagine?
But I mean, that's
Just
not uncommon. A lot
eyewitness
of things we
sightings.
talk about is just anecdotal.
Yeah, there's never
Like,
anything.
Probably 80% of the things we talk about is strictly
I am
eyewitness
still waiting for the
accounts.
new spate of weird shit like octosquatches and whatever that show up with somebody with an iPhone or
Dude.
a Galaxy S10 or whatever
See,
it may
the
be.
problem
There hasn't
is
yet.
that we're all skeptical of video stuff.
Always.
If it looks
Right.
too bad, you're gonna be like, why didn't you get a better?
Yeah.
because the tech's there.
And if it looks
it's
too
too
good-
good, you're like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
CGI.
it's too
yeah,
fucking good.
Exactly.
So how, you can't. It's hard to trust. video.
Regardless, I think to have been there in Murphysboro in the summer of '73 would have been hellaciously fun.
It's a fucking dude. It's a
Yeah.
raucous
I mean,
party,
I
dude.
might not want to have been part of the late night, shotgun wielding mayhem fests in the woods.
because you're no fun. That's
But I would definitely have wanted to have been caught up in the zeitgeist of that
Oh,
moment
yeah.
and gone out looking and probing around the Riverside Park and just going to the carnies and seeing where he looked at the ponies and whatnot.
Yeah, 100%.
But in a desperate fuck-sucking bid to keep this thing corporeal, I'm going to say that maybe there is a little something to the aqua squatch. Not that I think it's amphibious or that it's
alright.
got like fucking mermaid
Alright.
fins, but that it can travel through water, and that's why it was so filthy all the time. It sticks to the edges, gets out and forages, goes back in, and just because it's super strong and powerful and massive. It can fight the currents. It stays near the sides.
So it just lives its life waiting in water?
No, but that's how it travels. That's how it can just show up in a place for a while, and then you don't see it again until there's another flap, a state away or 6 counties away or something.
Yeah, because I mean, when it gets to like a dam, it's gonna be a bitch.
Yeah, you gotta climb out at that point.
You don't want to go down. You don't want to go over the dam. Not good. You gotta get out and walk around. But God damn it, another dam. Get out, walk around, go down the other side.
What if it's like,
a
Sasquatch or
lock system's gonna fuck you up?
The Amish, in that if you fuck up, you get like excommunicated and you just don't know what to do. Like this guy seemed lonely, not aggressive, pony loving. And just like, or gal for that matter, we don't know, what gender it was.
Sweetheart.
And
he was kicked out.
You get booted out of the Sasquatch clan you know and love for whatever reason. Some faux pas, some trespass of codes and customs.
The other fucking Nephilim were like, get out. You're not cool.
All right, I'm not necessarily saying that.
Nobody's saying that.
I'm saying it.
But Mark.
I don't care. I'm saying it. The other transdimensional fucking folk are like, get the fuck out of here.
So he's an ostracized cryptid.
Yeah.
Who's just trying to make friends with a pony.
Exactly.
He's looking at the kids saying, hey, I'm a teenager
hey,
too.
I'm
Maybe
just like you, man. I'm just like you.
Hey, man, you throw rocks at me. It hurts me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all you're really hurting is yourself.
You've showed your lack of humanity, and now I'm going to lonely walk back to the river.
Yeah.
He gets stuck in a barn all day.
Yeah, he can't get out.
Dog's afraid of him. Yeah. 17,000 police outside.
Shit.
Moves on because he knows that he doesn't have a place in the human world or the Bigfoot world.
What a bummer, man! What does he do?
He walks alone.
He walks. He walks.
He listens
alone.
to Johnny Cash on a Walkman and a tape because that's all he could find. He doesn't even know fucking how to get new batteries when they die.
No shit. He's just listening to Sunday Morning Coming Down.
But it's all warped and slow because the batteries are dying and he's in the water half the time.
Coming down.
So he's a sad Johnny Cash listening lonely Bigfoot that just. He's got no place in this world.
All right, well, I'm sticking with Nephilim and interdimensional. Thank y'all for joining us for the Kryptonaut podcast. How do we end this? I never remember.
Oh, Lord.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon.com.
That's a thing. And thank you, everyone who does that.
Yes, thank you all so very much. Patreon.com/Kryptonaut podcast. $1 will get you a shout out. $5 will get you a shout out and some bonus audio. And we do some shouts coming out next episode. We're going to do some because we have quite a little... We got to catch up again.
Right on.
We got a little backed up there, so we're going to do those next episode. TeePublic, HellerSpace.com will get you there. You can grab yourself some T-shirts, some hoodies, some long... I'm wearing a hoodie right now, as a matter of fact.
You are.
Oh, I'm that guy. I'm my own podcast. Wearing the fucking hoodie for my own podcast.
Yeah,
it's just us.
Oh, man. All right, cool. You guys won't judge me. Yeah, you will. T-shirts, buttons, pins, magnet stickers. Check them out there. Instas, Twitters, and Facebooks and the socials. Be sure to check us out there. Thank you all so very much for the messages, too, man. We get tons of fucking cool messages.
Yeah.
All the fucking time. So much cool shit. Oh, and thank you very much. Thank you kindly for the Reddit. There's people talking about us on Reddit. I go in there and just kind of check it out. Yeah, people are like, oh, this podcast is funny, or oh, check this out, or check that out.
Well, hot damn.
And I'm an old school Reddit. Had I left, a while ago because it was getting a little shitty on there. But it's cool to see people having conversations on there. And Reddit is still popular as ever, and we occasionally get mentioned. So thank you very much for your Reddit mentions.
Sweet.
Dope.
Thank y'all for your YouTube comments, too. Rob's there catching up. But
occasionally.
Tri-weekly, right?
Yeah.
You're doing it. You
Give
got
or
it.
take.
All right. Cool. So that's it, right? Is that how we...
God damn it, dude.
I'm pretty sure. I keep forgetting shit all the time because I'm getting old.
You are.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
There you have it. Thank y'all for joining us, and we're talking to you soon.
Hey.
If you see that lonely bastard, throw him a ham hock,
Give him a hug.
a couple of AA batteries,
Yeah.
show him how to use them.
Maybe give him what are those old school fucking, they're not like a CD Walkman. They were like a digitape player. Remember those digitape
that weird
players?
in-between tech?
Get him one of those.
Yeah.
Get him weird.
Don't ever, if you give him a
Give him the
CD
laser
Walkman,
disc of MP3 players.
Oh,
you might as
my
well
God,
fucking
right.
tape M80s to his ass because fucking CD Walkmen blow.
The worst.
Yep.
We'll be talking to you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, no. know.
Oh no! What are you doing? Oh no!
I can't. Oh my God! There's gonna be mold everywhere.
Jeez.
Oh my God, I'll dry it. Hold on, here's a paper towel in my pocket.
No, seriously, he has a mold problem in his apartment. He does.
I didn't want this.
It's not so much.
We're gonna like show up one day and be have like mushrooms growing on.
I might be dead. You're gonna find me in my bed,
covered in fucking
moss creatures. Yeah, just promise me you will eat the mushrooms.
Yeah.
That come from me.
Oh, like Swamp Thing with the fucking
make
tubers.
no
So I can be reborn.
It'll be like the tubers. Yeah, where me and Rob have a weird sexual experience in psychedelic land.
Okay, nobody said that.
Boy, yeah, no. I'm not eating fucking Chris's corpse fucking mushrooms.
We're gonna have Chris's
and I'm not
tubers.
gonna have psychedelic mind sex with said mushrooms.
It's
with
not.
you.
It's not real sex.
Just
it's
eat the
mind
corpse
sex.
mushroom.
All right,
you don't
fine.
have to
Corpse
bang.
mushroom. Why do you take all the fun out of stuff?
You know what? I see what you're doing. You're trying to you're taking the fucking off the table so that you're like, no, just eat the mushroom. And I'm like, still
Yeah,
no.
there
Why?
you go.
No.
You would not eat my mushroom.
If it would save your life, I would do it.
I just said
He's
I
gonna
might be able to be reborn
through our love.
Yeah.
But inside of us in some creepy
No,
fumble way.
we make him reborn.
Boy, you don't even understand the fake science behind this, do you? You're
I
just
know.
gung ho.
He'll just agree. He doesn't really understand.
You carry Chris for 9 months.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
There you go.
Will I be nursing as well?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh no, he's gonna be reborn full size Chris, as we last left him.
But what if he needs to suck chlorophyll from my teats?
No, I won't. I'll make sure
I
of
need all the
it.
paperwork. I need all the fucking.
I'm gonna leave a note.
Can't you just?
I need the
Within-
fine print.
There's gonna be instructions.
Can't you just live on a whim, man?
All right, fine.
Fine. All
Eat the
right.
goddamn corpse mushrooms.
Fine.
We'll have crazy mind sex, and Chris will live again.
All right. See, exactly. We're not doing this for our pleasure. We're doing this for Chris's life.
Yeah,
This is
no.
a necessity.
Just follow the instructions.
You guys are the fucking worst.
And continue.
All right.